good morning, good afternoon, and good evening in the beautiful city of Toronto, Ontario. Infinite black balance in effect. Now, Generation Z. A lot of people don't like this generation. But me, myself, think that this generation not only is a smart generation, but smarter than them parents. Almost like they're the parents and the parents are the children. And let me explain. Parents now generally encased in the mind is the typical 9 to 5. You need to find some type of workplace to go to. You have to sit in traffic, whether it's in the morning or coming home in the evening, rush hour. And I'm saying generally, I know there's some people out there, they're kind of like out of the system. But generally, they think that's good. And they think ultimately, that's how life is, and that's how you make an income. And they're trying to push that on the children going up into the teenager and so forth, so forth. The little ones, them that are kind of going up right now. But what's intelligent about the Gen Z? The later millennials, early Gen Z, is that those are more of the independent thinkers. Those are the people that are the, hold on a second. As you see train coming by, is what they call a GO train over here. So I will continue when this kind of like passes. What can I say? They're kind of like live. Not really, but kind of, So I was talking about the Gen Z now. They're like naturally entrepreneurs. And entrepreneurs that know how to make the funds in a different way that's not practical for the parents then. Oh, here comes another train. All right now, busy. This way went across here. Soon done. Okay, done. So the Gen Z, naturally entrepreneurs. They know how to make funds in a non-practical way. And the truth of the matter is, a lot of them, whether the parents know it or not, are making maybe like 5 times the amount of money their parents are making at home. I mean, not at home, doing their job. They found the niche that they want, whether it's a type of social media like this, TikTok, Instagram. To tell you the truth, I'm not familiar with TikTok. I couldn't tell you what that is, but I do know people are making enough money from it, And a lot of the Gen Zers or whatever they're doing, getting millions and millions and making enough money. And it seems like the parents them are just like stuck in a place where they just can't break the walls open and know that it's a new generation, it's a new style of income. Me personally, I see like 100 years from now, maybe even 60 years from now, there isn't gonna be like rush hour traffic. And the reason, or there's not gonna be similar rush hour traffic, like the typical rush hour traffic that's like a 9 to 5. At a certain time, it's gonna be busy traffic, and at another certain time in the morning, it's gonna be busy traffic. And the reason why there won't be is because these Gen Zers right now, when they're adults, The only place they're gonna be driving to is to places of paradise. Places to make either videos or TikTok videos or whatever type of videos there is to make that income. Basically, social media, online type of thing. And there's one thing for sure, going back to the early 1900s, when people was riding on the horse and they said that cars would never make it, is that technology is undefeated. Even in nature right here. Which of my epiphany going into nature, I know that technology is undefeated, and from me, I'm going about mixing technology with nature. Not going to that so-called concrete jungle industry, but similar to like this right here showing you, just talking my business, enjoying nature. And from that, with the realness, people will recognize and go on and go so for it, you know? So Gen Zers, all the parents out there, if you have little kids, yeah, a mother needs to be a mother, a father needs to be a father. But don't just like dwindle upon if a person, family member is making money from something that you don't think is sustainable. Because put it this way, 20 years ago, maybe 13 years ago, people were laughing about people playing video games and putting it on YouTube saying nothing of this will come. Or parents telling their kids not to play video games because you can't make money from that. And I'm sure people watching now know that you can go to any type of YouTube page and just put any type of video game and it's gonna show someone talking about it, someone playing it with no voice, and they're making, you can see the views on them channel, and you know they're making some type of cash, some type of dough. Again, technology is undefeated, but use it in the way that's positive to you. And if you have like kids and children, again, I'm not telling you know how to raise their kids and children, but just know there is some type of evolution, and then there's a nice line to bridge between the two. And believe me, in the future, a lot of the typical jobs now, the so-called warehouse jobs, or the so-called Mickey D's, the fast food restaurants where the typical 16-year-old are gonna work, they're not gonna exist because those type of children are gonna find other ways to make bigger income. So just know, there's always gonna be, people that's always gonna wanna be a doctor, always people that's always gonna be a lawyer. But even the doctors and the lawyer, now that they see how the system works, how it almost seems that they're not trying to help the patients and they're putting their own YouTube channel and telling their type of truth about nutrition and about things that you can do as soon as whatever symptoms come up. They're basically breaking away from it. And it seems that's how things are going, how things are swaying that way. And to be real, it's all bliss, It's all bliss to hear more truth than the typical line that comes from the news. And you could always tell from your guts when something sounds suspicious. So from the north, south, east, west, worldwide watching. Everybody out there stay blessed, and more blessed.